Fish come in countless shapes and sizes, from pan-sized perch and bluegill to 4-foot-long pike and muskie and enormous salmon and trout that can weigh over 50 pounds. An angler's time on the water is a valuable thing, and most don't want to risk losing their catch or that fish of a lifetime. That's why most of them use a net. Today we're traveling to Canada's legendary Algonquin Park to try and connect with some Opiongo trout. Joining me will be a guy who not only knows a thing or two about Opiongo's lake trout, he's the country's leading authority on landing nets.
The landing net business is quite productive. We manufacture around 100,000 landing nets a year, about 70 different models.
It's plain to see Lucky Strike has a net suited for pretty much every fish that swims. So let's head up to Algonquin Park and see if we can put one to the test.
Congratulations, Mike. Look at this brute.
This country was built on fishing, hunting, and trapping. Pursuing wild game in the vast lakes, rivers, and forests has been a part of Canada's heritage for over 2 centuries. Back then, it was about survival. Today, anglers and hunters act as stewards with the focus on conservation, wildlife management, and habitat preservation. Whether you're urban or rural, fish or hunt, you should support sound wildlife management. And proudly say that I am an angler and hunter.
The Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters, celebrating 85 years of conservation, proudly presents Angler and Hunter Television. Brought to you by Canadian Tire, a proud partner of Angler and Hunter Television. Mercury Marine and Lund Boats. Yamaha ATVs. What kind of Yamaha are you? Browning, the best there is. Excalibur Crossbow. Compact recurve technology. The new Matrix changes everything. And Yukon Gear.
Keep on pulling, buddy.
Oh, he got off and he was huge.
Oh, big one!
Recently, we invited other outboard owners to look deeper into Mercury Verado.
The mid-range throttle response is amazing.
Got a lot of power for low RPM.
Whoa.
I can't get over the power that it has, how quickly it accelerates.
The torque is unbelievable.
Verado is up to 13% quicker than other four-strokes. Visit mercurymarine.com to see more ways Verado beats the competition. Mercury Marine. Look deeper.
Feel that bad boy? Woo.
It's not about the shot itself. It's about all that came before it. A company that's given back to conservation so that the tradition of hunting will continue. A leader in innovation since its founding. It's the legendary excellence you've come to expect. You've got that history in your hands. Now it's about settling the crosshairs, focusing on that moment in time, and one legendary trigger pull that changes you. Winchester, the American legend.
I guess my first Yamaha was 1986, and after that it was Yamahas to no end. When I look at timber property that I'm going to buy or be harvesting, you need a good, reliable machine to get you through the swamps. Pretty rough going some places. Different people have asked me about, why I buy Yamaha. Keep buying them because of the reliability, and the product that they make is just what we want. I'm Barry Elmhurst, owner and operator of BW Forest Products, and this is my Yamaha.
Closed captioning for Angler and Hunter Television is provided by Winchester Ammunition, an American legend.
Kim Rhodes of Lucky Strike Bait Works is an avid angler and very passionate about the industry he works in. Lucky Strike is a common household name for Canadian anglers, and the history of this operation reinforces how deeply rooted fishing is in this country.
Lucky Strike was founded in Peterborough, Ontario in 1929 by my wife's grandfather, Frank Rusty Edgar. Through 4 family generations, we're here today, 84 years later, just hovering around our 85th anniversary. And we're likely one of the few companies in the world that has actually continued manufacturing lures for that period of time under one family name. Okay. We moved to this facility of 22,000 square feet back in 1988, and we just grew out of our old building, which was downtown Peterborough. It was actually the original building that the founder lived in when he started the business in 1929, and we manufacture 2,000 different kinds of lures here. We metal stamp them. We buy the material in coils of brass and steel. They're metal stamped, polished, plated, have hooks painted, have hooks put on them, assembled, and then packaged, and then they go out the door from there.
The season for Lakers on Opiongo closes in the early fall as the fish head shallow to spawn. We were hoping to make contact with some of these fish in the last week of the open season.
Yeah, there's one on the graph, and usually if it's calm, what you can do is just jig. I got him. He came over and hit it.
All right.
Oh, it feels like a good one.
I'll grab the net.
You're familiar with the net, aren't you?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Wow, this one's digging. Just a matter of time. Now we got to, it's not the best conditions for 2 guys to be fishing on the front of a boat, but the trolling motor's going to do all the work for us. This Hummingbird's got a spot lock. It's called an anchor. So it takes our waypoint, you hit the button, and it'll just work by itself to keep us on our spot, and it leaves us to fight our fish. He's coming up high here now. Obviously come up here quite a bit in the park and caught these Lakers.
Oh yeah, I've got some friends. We come up at least twice a year. Spring opening at the end of April, and this time of year, just before closing, at the end of September.
And you guys troll a lot for them?
Well, yes, being a spoon manufacturer, we like to troll with our spoons.
And you know, I'm jigging for them with you. Well, you know what? This is the only way I really know how to catch them, so I'm comfortable with it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with jigging.
But and decent sized fish, I imagine, right?
Yeah,
like
looks pretty good.
This one's pulling good, right? There, look at that. Look at that. That's a good Laker. Nice. In the basket.
All right.
Woo! Now we get to get cold and wet hands. Pull a bit of slack. Let me get my pliers. You need pliers on you, I mean, figure?
Hey, this thing just got him by the lip.
Not a bad little way to spend the morning in Algonquin Park. A feisty one.
He's got some teeth on him.
Teeth on that critter. It's a good looking Laker. Clip fin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tag, you got a tag. Are we supposed to record that information?
We can, if the booth's open when we go back, we can report that we're going to release him, right?
Yep. So
yeah.
do we take a number or anything, or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. If so, I would have just put him back in the net. And
if we were to cook them up for lunch or dinner, we'd just take the tag back with us and give it to the people.
There he goes! The muscle down. I got wet sleeves. Now I'm going to be getting pneumonia.
Gear up with Canadian Tire.
Trout come in all shapes and sizes. Lake trout are often big and bulky, while rainbow trout are often lean and feisty. Now, depending on what species of trout you're after, it's wise to have a net that will help make sure you land these fish effectively. The soft mesh of this net makes for landing smaller fish in rivers and ponds a snap. But for big Lakers and steelhead, you're going to want a long-handled net with a deep basket to make handling and unhooking fish easy. Now, a good net should have rubber-coated mesh in order to prevent hooks from tangling and damaging fish's fins. To find the right net for your fishing adventure, check out your local Canadian Tire store or online at canadiantire.ca.
The action continues after the break.
The new Excalibur Matrix changes everything. Matrix is the first compact recurve crossbow. Matrix is faster. Try 380 feet per second and more powerful. Matrix is lighter, better balanced, easier to cock, quieter, has less recoil, is more consistent, more accurate. It can't be dry fired. It can be decocked. Matrix is superior in every way. The new Excalibur Matrix changes everything.
They're up there, you know. I've been to the ship. I've seen things. I've smelled things.
Look, I'm trying to forage here.
They fool you with the smell. They got me, but I escaped.
Yeah, from the loony bin.
The scent was like a blood trail, but it's deception.
Get away from me.
Beware, my friend. Trust no one. Trust no one.
Think GPS is just for getting you to the lake? Think again. The new iPilot wireless GPS trolling system can hold your boat in place like an electronic anchor. Record and retrace productive fishing paths, automatically keep you on any bearing you choose, and take total command of speed and steering. iPilot controls your boat with wireless GPS precision so you can focus on fishing. And it's only from Minn Kota.
This is a beautiful place regardless of the season. Keep in mind, most of the park is only accessible by canoe and portaging into back lakes. However, Opiongo is a big lake and you're able to use power boats, so being able to run around with the Lund gave us a distinct advantage. The wind was blowing hard and tough to get out of, but when we were able to fish vertically, Kim and I were whacking the trout.
Look at this. I don't know if you can see in the water the back of this trout, but he's got all sorts of little parasites on him. They look like one of those water fleas. Is that what that is?
I don't know. Almost looks like larvae or something on.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's like the. You've seen that. I could bring them right up. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Okay, you got him? Oh, I got some. Here, let him go. Throw him in. I can't tell what these are.
They almost look like little shrimp.
Yeah. We'll have to ask it back at the dock. They've got that. It doesn't look like much on my finger, obviously. They're all squished.
But they came off.
Yeah, they're like a little parasite or something. We'll have to find out. It's just odd, isn't it? Oh, it's a shaker. Oh my God, it's a ling.
Oh wow!
You ever caught a ling?
No, I haven't.
Now they call these poor man's lobster.
Yeah, or
ling cod.
Ling cod.
Yep. It's a ling, a burbot. Is the real name. Now you grab them and they wrap their tail around you.
They're really prehistoric looking, aren't they, with that back
well, yeah, they look like an eel.
Yeah.
But if you feel them, it feels like a catfish.
Yeah. They're good eaters.
Yeah, you boil them and they call them a poor man's lobster.
Oh, okay.
They taste like lobster. But when you grab them, they usually wrap their tail around you. Get bigger. No, my hook's toast. He's down there. He's down. He's down there. Oh. He's up here. He's rolling. That's a lake trout. See what happens when you take a lunch break? Oh, splish splash. Oh, look at that.
Oh, just popped out.
Just popped out.
We got him just in time.
I got my barb around the net.
Okay.
Now these nets are new with this basket in the bottom, right?
Yes, they've got a flat bottom because the fish
roll like they are.
Yes, they tend to calm down on a flatter net.
Yep.
versus a tapered net?
And he's really good with smallmouth. I find smallmouth, they get in the net and they go crazy.
Yes.
They fit right into that little basket there.
Well, we have manufacturing right here in Peterborough about 70 different types of landing net models.
Wow.
And some of those nets are fish specific, like a minnow net that are popular in the springtime for smelt and minnows.
Yep.
We have a basket net series, which is our new flat bottom
Yeah, I use
fish-friendly
those. I
series.
use those for bass a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you've got. I've seen like the musky cradle I use. You've got musky cradles. The fold out trout nets for stream fishermen. What do you call those little bad boys?
Yeah. There's a couple of small trout nets with telescopic handles.
They're really fine mesh.
Fine mesh. Yes. There's a fine nylon mesh. We have 100% rubber mesh. We've got Curlon, which is 50% cotton, 50% nylon, a very soft material. And the new basket net series, which is a Curlon net, PVC coated, give it a nice soft coating.
Gulp Alive presents The Fishing Edge.
Got him. Oh, yeah. Hey, in order to get the edge over fish on your next outing, you need to take advantage of all the latest tackle and techniques available today. Take drop shotting, for instance. It's a great technique for catching finicky fish. And all it is a simple weight at the bottom of your line with a mosquito hook tied 6 to 10 inches above it, with a finesse bait on that. Now, to double my odds, I like to tie on a tube jig. Now, instead of having one bait in the water, I simply put on my drop shot bait on top. And now I've got 2 baits in the water, doubling my odds of catching a fish.
Angler and Hunter Television continues after the break.
More than a century ago, Browning introduced the auto-loading shotgun to the world. Today's Browning Silver continues that tradition with greater reliability, softer felt recoil, better handling, and more features than ever before. The Browning Silver, the auto-loading shotgun that does it all. Browning, the best there is.
Fish are gonna need a new place to hide. Exclusive side imaging from Humminbird. Scan more water faster with 480 feet of side-to-side coverage and see structure detail with amazing picture-like images. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better.
A new age of modern scope technology has arrived. Burris Optics presents the Eliminator. The Eliminator incorporates laser range finding technology with automatic bullet drop compensation calibrated to your rifle and bullet combination. Burris Optics, leading the way in modern scope technology. Burris's new Eliminator rifle scope, changing rifle scopes forever. Just range them and eliminate them.
Now's the time you've been waiting for. Lund 1775 and 1875 Pro Vs are back. Pro Vs are built tough with double-plated hulls, marine-grade treated plywood, and reinforced transoms. Plus, Lund's exclusive IPS2 hull provides precise boat control and a soft, dry ride. State-of-the-art live wells, accessories, and tons of storage for rods and gear, making all Pro Vs the choice of professionals. Visit your local Lund dealer and reward yourself with the best. You've waited long enough.
Kim and I met a few years back at a charity fishing tournament and sort of hit it off. The Rhodes family are hard workers and never shy away from a good cause, whether for charity or the environment. In fact, Kim and the Lucky Strike team were a key component in the success of helping thousands of Chinook salmon over the Goodyear Dam in Bowmanville. The water levels there have been extremely low, and the salmon are unable to move upstream to spawn. A local fishing club organized a fish lift to help the salmon, and when the call came in for some nets, Lucky Strike was front and center, donating the equipment required to make this a huge success.
Well, this is a little more pleasant than yesterday.
Yes, much calmer.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if it's conducive to fishing.
Well, at least we're able to stay over the spot for more than a second.
There was a wind tunnel through here yesterday.
That's right.
You know, we talked a bit yesterday about the fact that you've been coming in here for what, 18 years?
Oh, at least that, yes. Wow. Maybe the last 25.
And traditionally in a small boat, not much electronics and trolling.
Trolling,
covering water and picking up fish, right?
And taking in my younger days when we were stronger and healthier, we could portage small aluminum boats with 4 horsepower motors into the interior lakes like the Crow River system,
right.
La Valley, and Hogan.
And here we are with a 200 horsepower 4-stroke. We got 2 fish finders, GPS. We got the spot lock anchor feature. When you find your spot, the trolling motor holds you there. And all the technology in the world to catch these lake trout now. But I was thinking, no matter all this stuff, like if you came up here fishing, I wouldn't have found this spot. I wouldn't have known to fish here unless I came with a person like you that's got experience here. And that says a lot. You know, you could have all these fancy gadgets and they help. I mean, you've obviously seen how we use them and take advantage of them to catch fish, but your 18 years of experience is so invaluable to me because I've never been here before. You know, I'd still be looking for a good spot to fish. On the drop. I knew I got hit on the drop because I was free spooling and I see my line jump. I thought, oh man, so I lifted it up for about 3 turns.
Yeah.
Just started free spooling it again, and sure as God, he whacked it.
Good.
So you see on the fish finder here, Kim, see that bait?
Yeah.
My fish was there and now it's him coming up.
Okay.
And he's burping. Nice laker. He's got lice too.
Uh-oh.
Now, we stopped at the fish house, the fish station at the dock, and they do a study, right? And you asked the girl and she said they're fish lice.
Yeah, fish lice. And you know, I've never seen, I wonder if they're just something that's new this year.
That's a good one. Beautiful acres.
He's got them too, yeah.
Hear him burping?
Yep. He's talking to you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just pop this out.
Pretty calm, eh, in that net bag? He's just sort of relaxed and laying there ready to go back in.
So that's, you can let him go that way. Okay, we'll get a nice release.
Just sometimes we can let the net down and let him go.
He wants to stay in the net. There you go. Lucky strike nets to hold the fish. There he's gone.
There.
That was a nice fish. Now, the old days nets used to be tapered, right?
They're tapered. They come down into a point, and what happens is when the fish goes into the tapered bag, he's nose first, and he's trying to get horizontal, and that's why they're rolling. They tangle up in the line, and the hooks tangle up in the mesh. Well, we've designed this mesh size just right so that it doesn't hurt the gills or the fins of the fish. It's a soft rubber coating on it that.
And this is a sort of a stitched-in basket in the bottom.
That's right.
Beautiful, works great. Like I said, I fish, last year I did a few tournaments, bass tournaments, and when you scoop those bass in there, they just lay there, because you got, with, treble hooks and all sorts of different little baits.
Yes, yeah.
It's easy to get them off. And
3 sets of trebles.
Yeah, you got that right. That was awesome.
Good fish.
Well, let's see if we can catch you a big one here. I don't think he's big, the way he hit. Might be a burbot. It's a baby. It's a nice little trout. I don't need to net him. I'll just deal with him here.
A shaker.
Those are the ones that you cook up and eat, eh? Gorgeous little fish.
Sometimes we like them around 2 pounds. Let that one go and fatten them up.
I'm going to put you on the biggest fish in the lake here.
You're really putting the pressure on me.
About time, buddy.
Yes.
Hey, I gave you my lucky stick.
You did.
Well, you know what? There's the only difference that we're doing here is I have a fluorocarbon leader tied onto that, so it's virtually invisible. That's a nice trout. Let me get him for you.
Not bad. 2 pounds.
You know what? I'm going to net him. He's a feisty one.
Rolling in the line there.
Look at you. You caught the best fish of the day. He's going haywire in the basket. And he does just like you said. He falls in there and lays in nice. Man, that's a good looking fish. Got the white tips on his fins.
Yeah. Oh, he swallowed that.
Boy, did he ever eat it. See the roof of his mouth. He's off. Get a nice grip on him, show the camera. Oh, he's bleeding, so we're gonna have to keep him, eh? What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can keep one, right?
We're allowed that, yeah.
I don't mind having a little lake trout. So there you go. I mean, rarely do you hook them that bad, but turn around, we'll put them right in the box here.
Okay.
So he was hooked deep.
Spending a day in the boat with Kim was a real honor. His knowledge of the lake was incredible, and just knowing he's part of one of Canada's legendary fishing equipment manufacturers makes him a true icon. Here's to Lucky Strike helping anglers like you and I land the fish of our dreams. The next time you head out in the water, just remember, you're gonna need a net.
Angler and Hunter Television was brought to you by Canadian Tire, a proud partner of Angler and Hunter Television. Mercury Marine and Lund Boats. Yamaha ATVs. What kind of Yamaha are you? Browning, the best there is. Excalibur Crossbow. Compact recurve technology. The new Matrix changes everything. And Yukon Gear. Visit Angler and Hunter Television online at ahtv.com. You can find more information on today's show and past episodes or other great websites of the Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. And remember to conserve and protect the great outdoors.